Why didn't you swing at me for 3?
I'm gonna swing at you for 1 because you reminded me. I want to leave a blocker open.
All right. You know I have trample, right?
Why do you have trample?
Arrogant Worm has trample.
It's cool. It's cool. I've already made peace with it.
All right. I'm gonna play Mountain, and then can I do? All right. I'm gonna spend 4 mana to cast Possessed Centaur.
Oh no! You know what I just realized? My Putrid Imp can't block now because of his stupid threshold ability.
Indeed.
That's ridiculous. I'm gonna give him +1/+1 because he has threshold now.
All right. Then I'm going to trigger Pyromania, paying 2 mana, and then you choose a card from my hand to discard.
No, just flip a coin real quick.
All right.
Trust me, it's faster. Okay, now
1.
So you have to take out the card in position.
Goes to the graveyard.
There you go.
And I will have Pyromania deal 1 damage to your Cephalid Vanded.
There he goes. The Vandal is now destroyed. There goes a pretty strong mechanism in my deck.
And I will swing for 4.
Okay, I will take 4 damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
And with that, I will end.
Nice. Okay, so I think I've discovered a severe flaw in my strategy, is that I don't have a lot of answers for big plays. As a matter of fact, I don't think I have many answers for a lot of plays. 1, 2, 3. I got 2 deep analysis cards in my graveyard that I can flashback as long as I pay 3 life every time I flashback. God damn it.
Yeah, the flashback stuff is usually I'm surprised that neither of us are running the dream stuff, because honestly, the dream stuff is actually pretty cool.
I'm going to put a swamp down and then tap 4. Tap 4 in order to cast the Cephalid Sage.
Alright.
He has threshold, so I draw 3 cards and I discard 2 cards. And I'm going to discard. Wait, I'm going to change how I spend my mana real quick. Sorry.
Okay.
You should always,
right.
in a 2-color set, you should always leave at least 1 color open. So discarding now, I'm going to discard another deep analysis and a swamp.
Okay.
Then I'm going to pay 2 and cast another Cephalid Vandal.
Alright.
And I'm going to discard a card to give my Putrid Imp flying until end of turn. And I'm going to fly into you for 2.
But you discarded another Swamp Cloud. Why would you do such a thing?
Because I have 7 mana. 7 mana. 7 mana. Okay, and that is my turn.
Alright.
I can block this turn, yay!
Well, may as well try it. Alright, I'm going to swing out for 7.
Okay. Swing it for 7, and you can buff your Arrogant Worm up to 8/8 if you discard 2 cards. Interesting problem. Or you could destroy my blockers before they even have a chance to successfully block. In order to... Oh man, this is tricky. Okay, I'm gonna block your I'm gonna... blockers and blocked creatures. Who do I choose? Cephalid Sage is going to block your Arrogant Worm.
Alright.
Cephalid Vandal is going to block your Possessed Centaur.
You know that my Centaur has trample too.
Why
right?
do all your creatures have trample?
Not all of them do, but yeah.
Yes, that's all right, fine. I won't block with the Vandal. The Possessed Centaur is unblocked, but I am going to block the worm.
All right, so let's see.
So I take 3.
That's not quite enough.
So I take 3 from the. Oh my god. All right. What's going to happen?
You know, yeah, I'm fine with that. So damage. You take 3 from the Centaur. I deal 3 to the Cephalid Sage, and you take 1 from Trample.
Mm-hmm. And Cephalid
So Sage is dead.
Sage is dead. I have 6 life left.
All right. End of combat. Main phase 2. Right. I need to do it like this. Okay. I will pay 3 to cast the Longhorn Fire Beast. Oh, and I have to target you.
I was gonna play. No, I'm good. I'm good, Fire Beast. You can live. I'm not gonna take 5 to the nose because I will lose next turn if I do that.
All right, and then I'm gonna pay 3 in order to cast Far Wanderings.
Alrighty then.
In order to get a mountain into play tapped. And with that, I will end.
Cloud. The world wants to know, where the fuck is your removal? Shred counter. Send card to graveyard. It was another Cephalid Sage. Draw card during draw step. Play futile land, and then cast gun card because it's the only fucking card I have right now. Mortal Kombat.
Ooh, yay. Unfortunately, you do not have 20 cards in your graveyard.
At the beginning of my upkeep, if I control 20 more creature cards in my graveyard, I win the game. Well, you know, the problem with that is that I need time. I need time to do that. I do not have time right now because I'm probably going to lose on my next turn. How many creature cards do I have? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm gonna go all in on the Ambassador Laquatus. Send 3 more cards from the top of my deck to the graveyard. There's a land, and there's an enchantment. Okay, I failed to add more creatures. Putrid Imp also cannot attack. I'm gonna swing into you with my Putrid Imp on the ground because I am out of cards to discard for its ability.
All right, and I think I'm going to block Putrid Imp with my Longhorn Fire Beast.
Okay, and they kill each other.
Okay.
There! I've added my 8th creature card to the graveyard. I've done it. I'm in my turn.
All right. Awesome. All right, I'm going to swing at you for 7.
I'm going to block your Arrogant Worm with my Ambassador Laquatus, and I'm going to block your Centaur with my Cephalid Vandal.
All right. In response, I'm going to pay 1 green and discard my Basking Rootwalla in order to steroid my Arrogant Worm. Then, for the madness cost of 0, I'm going to play my Basking Rootwalla. All right. So, damage, Cephalid takes 1, and then you take 2 from Trample, and then you take 3, and then 3 from Trample.
Oh, so I live.
So that puts you at 1. And I end.
You know, I feel it's appropriate for a loss of this spectacular that I at least have a chance to have an upkeep before I lose the game with a Mortal Kombat in play. Indeed, I do not have 20 creature cards in my graveyard. I believe I have 10 now.
I think you're at 10, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. So I made it halfway. Carrion rats.
Oh.
They're adorable.
All right. During your end phase, I'm going to pay 2 and sacrifice Pyromania to deal 1 damage to you.
Okay, you could have done that even before my upkeep, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm an asshole.
I love having the spotlight for a moment. I can see the game because it seems that even when you go all in on as early as your first hand and you have no cards in your hand, by turn 9 you are steamrolling. That's good. Good for you.
Wow, I'm kind of surprised that this is how this game ended up going. I mean, I did get to show off a lot of the really awesome stuff that's in Torment, but just not in the way that the colors are supposed to be.
Yeah.
By the way, Torment comes out before we had Reach as a keyword.
Apparently, yes. Can also block creatures as though it had flying. In other words.
Yep.
Yeah. Green liked that wording, that one whole sentence for a little while.
So you want? I'm just gonna ask if you would like to see the other tech pieces that I've got in here.
I guess. I mean, the match was so short that, like, I feel like I didn't really see all that much at all. I'm looking at a bunch of cards that I wish I could have seen during the game right now.
Well, to be perfectly honest, you did get to see a good portion of my deck, at least what my deck wants to do. I pretty much make Gruul aggro because I always make aggro. But for later game stuff, I've got the Crozen Restorer, and where else? I've also got the Nantucket Blightcutter, and of course I'm running the Possessed Barbarian. I wanted to actually try and run all the Barbarian stuff, but I needed to run black for that, and that was not happening.
Yeah, you did pretty well for in a set where you're probably going to be running black. You did just fine with no black.
Yeah.
And I think there's only one other card. Yeah, the Bolshin Collaborator, and then that's...
Oh, you actually are running Hypnox. I looked at Hypnox, and I'm like, if we could cheat Hypnox out, that would be awesome.
That's the thing. There is a mechanism in this deck that lets you cheat out the Hypnox. I will produce it for you.
Please do.
Yep, it's the Chainer Dementia Master. Chainer Dimension Master says that if you pay 3 swamps and pay 3 life, you put a target creature card from any graveyard and play under your control. It becomes black and a nightmare in addition to its other creature types, even though Hypnox is a black nightmare. But because it's a black nightmare, it gets +1/+1 as long as Chainer Dimension Master is in play. And
yeah, you needed more control options over your weenies. Honestly,
I screwed up. I failed to account for the progression of the game while I was concentrating on my strategy. I think the earliest win in draw testing, I got a successful Mortal Kombat win con. It took me 11 turns to do it, and that wasn't even a 9-turn game we just played.
Yeah,
and you were killing my shit.
11 turns for Mortal Kombat is not actually that bad. I mean. I think that I actually got a deck that I was testing that could actually get Mortal Kombat done on turn 6. But, it's modern and, hyper, and it's just trying to sacrifice its deck so goddamn much. I think it's Hedron Crab focused. I forget though.
Yeah.
Hedron Crab is awesome, but not in this set. But yeah, the stuff that Torment is famous for is pushing black really goddamn hard. And if you look at the stuff that Cloud is running, these creatures are actually pretty nice.
Yeah,
Chainer specifically has got one of the best recurring revives that we have. I mean, it costs 3 life, but it's black. If you pair black with white in the white or green in this set specifically, you can have a shitload of life gain. Green has got what is effectively the new keyword that's coming out in Guilds of Ravnica, Undergrowth, on a spell that gains 1 life for each creature in your graveyard. It's very nice. It's a bit expensive, I think, but it's very nice.
Yeah, if I could remake my deck, I would probably put in more Cabal Torturers, and I would put in maybe some more Bolshin Collaborators to actually make use of my black mana on the field instead of just casting like basically sorcery spells all the time.
Holy shit! Your Bolshin Collaborator gets Shade Breathing.
Oh yeah, dude, this guy, when Cabal Coffers is in play, if I got a Bolshin Collaborator ready to fly, that's trouble. That's a lot of trouble.
Yeah, because that's Shade Breathing, and Shade Breathing on a blue card is nuts.
Yeah. But
I don't like False Memories, to be perfectly honest. I think you should have just skipped out on False Memories.
I like that in mid-game that it can be of some use, but you have to have basically, I'm waiting for 7 non-creature cards before False Memories becomes useful.
And even then, it gets you Threshold for 1 turn.
Yeah. I'm glad that this is the set that originated in Mortal Kombat. In context, it makes sense that a win condition card like that would arrive in a set that concentrates primarily on either milling your opponent to death or milling yourself almost to death.
And honestly, most of the mill stuff in this deck, you in this set you want to hit with yourself, so you can engage in Threshold. But this has been us looking at Torment. It's a not very well remembered set, and mostly because it's horrendously imbalanced. I'm not entirely sure what went wrong with Cloud's deck. I mean,
No removal. It's a very simple problem.
Removal.
No removal. You need removal to get rid of trample, to get rid of abilities you can't stop, to get rid of damage, to get rid of blockers. All those things I failed to do.
Yes. And that's kind of what blue black is specialized in: control, and then mid game, and then end game combos.
You know what? As a matter of fact, fuck the Torturers. Give me 4 Faceless Butchers, please. Faceless Butcher is an amazing card.
Oh yeah, Faceless Butcher with Suspend is fucking nuts. It's effectively Oblivion Ring, but black.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, this has been us exploring Torment, kinda. I get to pick the next set, and I don't know what it's gonna be yet. Honestly, we might just go and do. I don't really want to do Core 19 because I've already shown off what I would build for that. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll do Shards of Alara. I don't know. Anyway, guys, be safe.
See you, everybody.